crisp Halloween night, a thick mist hung in the air, casting an eerie glow over the small, quiet town of Ravenwood. The moon, a sickly shade of orange, drenched the streets in an otherworldly ambience. In the heart of the town lay an ancient cemetery, dating back centuries. It was said to be cursed, and every Halloween, a single grave would call out to the bravest souls. This year, it was the grave of Sarah Hawthorne, a young woman who died under mysterious circumstances. A worn, moss-covered tombstone bore her name and a haunting epitaph: "She danced with shadows." A group of daring teenagers, led by the fearless Jake, decided to accept the ominous challenge. Armed with flashlights and trembling with excitement, they made their way to the cemetery. The wind whispered through the trees like the soft breath of a ghost, and the air was thick with a chilling foreboding. The teens huddled around Sarah Hawthorne's grave. The ground seemed to groan as they stepped upon it. Jake, fueled by youthful bravado, pulled out a worn, leather-bound book. It was said to contain an incantation that, when spoken aloud on Halloween, could summon the spirits. They gathered in a circle, their breath visible in the frigid air. In the dim light, they chanted the incantation with shaky voices. As the last word left their lips, an unnatural hush fell upon the graveyard. Suddenly, a pale, translucent figure materialized before them, her eyes hollow and empty. It was Sarah Hawthorne, returned from the beyond. She began to dance, a spectral waltz, her feet not quite touching the ground. As her ethereal form twisted and twirled, the teenagers watched in a mixture of awe and terror. The melody of her dance filled the night, a haunting tune that sent shivers down their spines. But as the dance continued, something sinister began to happen. The air grew colder, and the moon's glow turned blood red. Sarah's dance became more frantic, her movements less graceful, and her laughter turned into a bone-chilling wail. Realization struck the teens, and they desperately tried to break the circle. But it was too late. Sarah's ghostly fingers reached out, grabbing them one by one. Their screams echoed through the cemetery as they vanished into the mist, leaving only their flashlights behind. The next morning, the townsfolk found the flashlights scattered around Sarah Hawthorne's grave, their beams still flickering weakly. The brave teenagers were never seen again, and the cemetery, now even more feared, remained a place where the living dared not tread on Halloween night. And so, the legend of Sarah Hawthorne lived on, a terrifying tale to warn those who might be tempted to dance with the shadows on Halloween, for the dead, it seemed, had a sinister dance of their own.